In the desolate town of Ravenswood, a thick blanket of fog rolled in every night, swallowing the sun's last feeble rays and accompanying the eerie whisper of the wind. Old legends spoke of a time when Ravenswood was vibrant, but that was before the curse. Maudlin Harper, a young historian with an insatiable curiosity, arrived one autumn evening, determined to uncover the truth behind the town's eternal gloom. She had heard whispers of an ancient book buried within the town's forgotten cemetery, a book said to hold the key to Ravenswood's salvation or its ultimate doom. With the light of her lantern barely piercing the fog, Maudlin ventured into the heart of the graveyard. The skeletal trees seemed to groan under the weight of unseen burdens, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. As she walked deeper, the air grew colder, and an almost palpable sense of dread enveloped her. Her breaths came in short, visible puffs as she finally reached the oldest part of the cemetery. The graves here were unmarked, the stones worn smooth by time and neglect. Maudlin's heart pounded as she knelt beside a particularly ominous-looking grave. She scraped away the earth with trembling hands, revealing a small, intricately carved chest. Before she could open it, a spine-chilling wail pierced the silence. She froze, her eyes darting around wildly. The fog swirled and parted to reveal a ghostly figure, an ethereal woman in tattered garments, her face a mask of sorrow and pain. "Leave this place," the specter intoned, her voice hollow and echoing. But Maudlin's resolve was unshakable. She grasped the chest and forced it open, revealing the ancient book. The moment she touched it, a violent gust of wind extinguished her lantern, plunging her into darkness. Whispering voices encircled her, chanting incantations in a language she couldn't understand. A cold hand gripped her shoulder, and she turned to face the ghostly woman whose eyes now burned with unholy fire. "You have sealed your fate," the apparition whispered. Suddenly, Maudlin felt an unbearable pain, as if her very soul was being torn asunder. Her screams echoed through the night, mingling with the ghostly chants until all fell eerily silent. The next morning, the townsfolk found the cemetery undisturbed, except for a new grave marked with a fresh stone. Inscribed upon it was Maudlin Harper's name. From that day forward, the fog seemed thicker, the nights darker, and the whispers in the wind more mournful. Ravenswood had claimed another soul, and its curse continued unbroken.